Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rebecca and I hope you're having a great, fantastic day. Now in today's video, I was pretty excited when I saw this in my local Poundland. I am going to be trying out the MakeupXgallery Illuminating Glowing Foundation and the XGallery 2-in-1 primer and fixing spray. These products were like £3 or something, so I think Poundland are trying to step up their game. They're trying to make their products a little bit more on the luxury side. So yes, these aren't £1. I think these products were like £3. So maybe the formulation to these are better quality than their actual foundation, their pound foundation, because their pound foundation was not particularly my favourite, so maybe these products might be better. Who knows? I'm going to chuck these two on my face and let you guys know my thoughts about them. So if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification bell so you get notified by all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to, link is in the description bar below. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on the MakeupXgallery Glowing Foundation and the MakeupXgallery Showtime Prime and Fixing Spray, just keep watching. Okay, let's try on the primer sash setting spray and the foundation. Now I must say, I think this is more of the Poundland sort of luxury side of it, because usually every product is £1. And when I saw that they brought out this new line, which is MakeupXgallery, I was a bit like, ooh, so they're trying to make it a little bit more classy. So I've got the setting spray slash primer here. This is the MakeupXgallery, it's Showtime 2-in-1 primer and fixing spray. So this is what the packaging looks like here. Comes in a nice spray bottle as well. So I'm just going to take this out of the packaging. So they had two. They had a dewy one and a matte one. So if you wanted more like a matte finish, then there's a matte one. If you want a dewy one, there's a dewy one. But I'm definitely going to go for a dewy one because I want dewy. I want super glowy, hydrated look to the skin. So, and it says it's vegan suitable as well, so it is suitable for vegans. So let's give this a shake. Okay. Okay, this definitely does feel extremely hydrating. You can see it's had a bit of shine to my skin. I'm just going to give this a few minutes to settle in. Okay, so now the setting spray slash primer has settled into my skin. It does feel hydrating and it does leave a tacky residue on my skin, so it's quite nice for makeup to stick on it. And yeah, it's making my skin look very dewy. It felt very hydrating, so can't really grumble on that one. So this is the foundation here. So this is the new foundation they brought out in Poundland. It's the MakeupXgallery Keep On Glowing Illuminating Foundation. This is a light coverage, and this is the shade Swan, which I believe is the lightest shade they do. And it's one of those squeezy bottles as well, the ones where you squeeze out the product. Now, I maybe would have preferred a pump, but we'll just see how this goes. It is a light coverage, so it does say on there that it's not meant to be full coverage, but we'll see. I'm going to just apply some of this. Ooh. Doesn't have a smell. Okay, this is like a good colour for me. It's definitely a yellow undertone. There's not many colours in the actual range itself, so the shade range is a little bit poor. But maybe they're seeing how this new sort of foundation goes, and if they don't, and if it improves, and if everyone likes it, then they're probably going to bring out more shades. So I'm just going to take my damp beauty sponge, just going to blend it out. I'm hoping this is going to be better than their one for £1. That one particularly is not my favourite. I love actually their concealer more than their actual foundation itself. I have done a review comparing the foundation and concealer. I'll pop it on the corner here if you want to check that review out. But that concealer, guys, that concealer, you've got to pick it up. It is bomb. So good. So good. Okay, so the colour definitely matches me. This is definitely more of a light coverage. There is no joke to that one. I'm going to build this up just to see if we can get actually any more coverage out of this. Okay, I'm particularly not in love with this foundation, to be perfectly honest. It's really dry and it's sort of clinging onto everything. Let me just bring you guys close so you can see. You can see what my texture is like. There's a lot of texture going onto the skin and it's like pretty much clinging onto every sort of dry patch I have. Even though I use this to prime my face, ugh, it's patchy, it's uneven. Yeah, you can just see every texture and it looks so dry. It is meant to be an illuminating foundation and it's really dry on my skin. I'm going to put a little bit more of the spray on to see if we can bring some hydration back to my face. I mean, it could be the spray, guys. It could be this that's causing the foundation to go dry. I don't know. So while it's wet, I'm just going to go on top. My gosh, look at my nose. Guys, look at my nose. Look how dry my nose is. Oh my god. I mean, the setting spray has fixed the problem a tiny bit, but look at my nose, guys. There is like nothing there. It's just gone, oh, it's just not blending well at all. It's like blotchy, it's uneven. I have to see what it's like with other products on top to see if it affects them in any possible way, but the foundation, guys, is not really my favourite. I'm not to sound unkind, it's not working for my skin. Maybe oily skin might like this. I mean, it's evened out my skin. I guess I can say that as a perk, but it's just so dry. It's just picking up everything and making my texture, yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish off my makeup and I'll come back and let you guys know how it all settles in. Okay guys, I've just added my base makeup, so my bronzer, my highlighter and everything. It still looks a bit dry. Luckily everything's still blended out. Luckily it didn't make it go patchy or anything. And there's not much texture showing, thank goodness. So yeah, I found my cream contour was a bit more harder to blend than usual. But apart from that, that's the only thing I found which the foundation struggled to sort of, you know, work together kind of thing. That was the only thing I found which was a bit difficult to blend. Okay, I'm going to use this one last time, but I'm going to use it as a setting spray now. We're just going to see if this gets rid of the powderiness that's on the skin now. Okay, I'll bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, I've got to say, this is not the best setting spray I've used, but it's not the worst either. I mean, it's done the job. I would probably use this more as a setting spray than an actual primer, because I find it's just not quite hydrating enough. At first I thought, oh, it's really hydrating, but it turns out it's not that hydrating. I want something even more hydrating. So if you want something that does the job and you want to use it as a setting spray, then you might like this. I mean, it did stick the makeup on okay, like it definitely felt very nice and tacky, but yeah, not particularly my favourite. I'll probably use it as a setting spray, but that's probably it. I'm definitely not going to use this as a primer again. Definitely not. And this, I still prefer their concealer, their little £1 tube concealer. It's still great, that concealer. I'd use that as a foundation and as a concealer, even as a cream contour. So I highly recommend you check that review out, but this, it's still not good. Like, I really don't want to bash brands or anything or be negative. I'm just being honest. It doesn't work for me. Let's just put it that way. It might work for you. If you have oily skin, then maybe you might like this, because for me it just went on so dry. But then yet again, maybe the setting spray slash primer, maybe this didn't help the situation either. So I maybe have to try this with an oil perhaps. Maybe that might work better. But first impressions, this is not my favourite. I was going to give this a wear test, but after the way this looked on my skin, I just... no. I'm really sorry. Like, I do love their concealer. I love their Poundland setting powders. They are good. Their bronzers are great. Their lip creams are good. I've got every single lip cream in that corner over there. I've got their lipsticks. They're really, really nice. But this sadly is just not my favourite. You know, yeah, I did try it and it just doesn't work for me, but it might work for you. And this, I'd use it as a setting spray, not a primer. So these aren't the greatest, but they're not the worst either. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn that notification bell so you get notified by all my future videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Link is in the description bar below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Take care.